at stage 4, paragraph page 228, 228. Okay, and our last headword was bike, newer type of lesson.
Mm,
Okay, so let's start with revision. Ready?
okay.
Okay, here we go. Do most children wear uniforms at school in your country? Do most children wear uniforms at school in your country? Yes or no?
Yes,
Most
most
children wear
children
uniforms
wear
at
uniforms
school
at
in my
school
country.
in my country.
Very good. Is it cheap to build a large house in your country? Is it cheap to build a large house in the country? No, it
No,
isn't cheap
it isn't
to
cheap
build a large
to build
house
a large
in
house
the country.
in the country.
It's expensive.
It's expensive.
Very good. Do you fill your stomach completely when you eat? Do you fill your stomach completely when you eat? Yes or no?
Yes,
I fill my
I
stomach
fill my stomach
completely when I
completely
eat.
when I eat.
Very good. About how many pages does this book contain? About how many pages does this book contain? That book
That
contains
book
about.
contains about 80 pages.
Very good. Are you very good at art? Are you very good at art? Yes or no?
No,
I'm
I'm
not.
not very
ve-
good at art.
Me neither. Was Picasso a writer or an artist? Was Picasso a writer or an artist? Picasso was
Picasso
an
was
artist.
an artist.
Very good. Do you always feel in good health? Do you always feel in good health? Yes or no?
Yes,
I always feel
I always feel
in good
in the
health.
good health.
Very good. Do you feel bad if you eat too much? Do you feel bad if you eat too much? Yes, I
Yes,
feel bad
I
if
feel
I
bad
eat too
if I
much.
eat too much.
Do you feel sad in good weather? Do you feel sad in good weather? No,
No,
I don't
I
feel
don't
sad
feel sad
in good weather.
in good
I
weather.
feel happy
I
in
feel
good
happy
weather.
in good weather.
Very good. Okay, what part of the square? Okay, where's my square? Okay, here we go. What part of the square is this? What part of the square is this? It's the top
It's
of the
the top
square.
of the square.
What part of the square is this? What part of the square is this? It's the
It's the
bottom.
bottom of the square.
Well, what part of the square is this? What part of the square is this? It's the
It's the
side
side of
of
the
the square.
square.
What part of the square is this? What part of the square is this? It's the
It's
middle
the middle
of
of
the
the square.
square. Very good. Where's the letter E? Where's the letter E? The letter
The
is
letter E
in the top right
in
hand
the top
corner
right hand
of the
corner of
square.
the square.
Where's the letter I? Where's the letter I? The letter
The
I is
letter
in
I
the middle. I'm
in
sorry,
the
in the
middle, in
bottom
the bottom
left hand
left
corner
hand
of
corner
the
of the
square.
square.
Very good. Where's the letter U? Where's the letter U? The letter
The letter
U's in
U's
the middle
in the middle
of the
of the
square.
square.
Very good. Do people drive their cars in the middle of the road? Do people drive their cars in the middle of the road? No.
No,
People don't drive
people
their
don't
cars
drive their
in the
cars
middle of
in the
the road.
middle of the
In
road.
most countries,
In most
they drive
countries,
them on
they
the
drive
right hand
them
side
on the right hand
of the
side
road.
of the road.
Very good. What's another word for middle? What's another word for middle? Another word for
Another
middle
word of middle
is
is
center.
center.
Very good. Is there anything in the center of this room? Is there anything in the center of this room? Yes or no?
Yes,
There's
there is a
something.
table. There
There's
is
something
something
in the center of that
in the
room.
center of that room.
Very good. Okay, next. How many ears have you? How many ears have you? I have 2 ears.
I have 2 ears.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Yes, I'm
Yes,
sure.
I'm sure.
What's his name? What's his name? His name's
His
Mr.
name
Brown.
is Mr. Brown.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Yes, I'm
Yes,
sure.
I'm sure.
Very good. Do we generally say please in English at the beginning of a request? Do we generally say please in English at the beginning of a request? No, we
No,
don't
we
generally
don't
say
generally
please in
say
English
please
at
in
the beginning
English
of
at
a
the beginning
request.
of a
We
request.
say it at the
We
end
say
of
it
a
at the
request.
end of a request.
Very good. Is it polite not to say please when we make a request? Is it polite not to say please when we make a request? No, it
No,
isn't polite
it isn't
not to
polite
say
not to
please
say
when we
please
make a
when
request.
we make a
It's
request.
impolite.
It's impolite.
Very good. Next, is this a desk? Oh, here we go. Is this a desk or a chair? Is this a desk or a chair? No, it's neither
No,
a desk
it's neither a desk
nor a chair.
nor a
It's a
chair.
door.
It's a door.
Where are there 1,000 chairs in this room or 100 chairs or the other way? Are there 100 chairs in this room or 1,000 chairs? No, there
No,
are neither
there
a
are
hundred
ne-
chairs. No, there
there
are
are
neither
neither
a
a
hundred
hundred
chairs in
chairs
that room,
nor in that room
nor a
nor
thousand chairs.
thousand
There
chairs.
are three chairs
There are three
in that
chairs
room.
in that room.
Very good. Okay, next. Are you always willing to help other people? Are you always willing to help other people? Yes or no?
Yes,
I'm
I
always willing
always willing
to help other
to
people.
help other people.
Right. Are you willing to give me all the money you have in your pocket at the moment? Are you willing to give me all the money you have in your pocket at the moment? No,
No,
I'm not
I'm
willing
not
to
willing
give you all
to
the
give
money
you
I
all the
have in
money
my
I
pocket
have in my
at
pocket
the moment.
at the moment.
You need it because you're going to go out today. Very good. Okay. What's the past of leave? What's the past of leave? The past of
The
leave
past
is
of
left.
leave is left.
What time did you leave home to come here today? What time did you leave home to come here today? I left home
I
at,
left home at
let's say,
8 a.m.
to come here today.
to come here today.
Wait, what's the past of smell? What's the past of smell? The past of
The
smell
past of
is
smell
smelt.
is smelt.
Did your lunch smell bad yesterday? Did your lunch smell bad yesterday? No, my
No,
lunch
my
didn't
lunch
smell bad
didn't smell bad
yesterday.
yesterday.
It smelled good.
It smelled good.
Very good. Did you learn any new words last week? Did you learn any new words last week? Yes, I
Yes,
learned
I
some
learned
new
some
words
new
last
words
week.
last week.
Did you send any emails to your friends last month? Did you send any emails to your friends last month? Yes, I
Yes,
sent
I
some
sent
emails
some
to my
emails to
friends
my
last month.
friends last month.
Did you know me 2 weeks ago? Did you know me 2 weeks ago? Yes, I
Yes,
knew you
I knew
two
you
weeks
two
ago.
weeks ago.
Very good. Did that picture hang on the wall last lesson? Did that picture hang on the wall last lesson? Yes, that
Yes,
picture
that
hung
picture
on the
hung
wall last
on the
lesson.
wall last lesson.
Very good. Did we read these books last week? Did we read these books last week? Yes or no? We
Yes,
read those
we
books
read those
last
books
week.
last week.
Who was the last person you met before coming to the school? Who was the last person you met before coming to the school? My
My mother
was the last person
was the last
I met
person
before
I
coming to
met
the
before
school.
coming to school.
Wege, did you feel cold last summer? Did you feel cold last summer? No,
No,
I didn't
I
feel cold
didn't feel cold
last summer.
last
I
summer.
felt hot.
I felt hot
Wege,
last summer.
did you hear me say good morning to you at the beginning of the lesson? Did you hear me say good morning to you at the beginning of the lesson? Yes,
Yeah,
I heard
yes,
you
I
say
heard you
good
say
morning
good
to me
morning
at the
to me
beginning of the
at the
lesson.
beginning of the lesson.
Very good. What did I hold in my hand last lesson? What did I hold in my hand last lesson? You held your
You
pen
held your pen
in your hand last
in your
lesson.
hand last lesson.
What did you bring with you to the lesson today? What did you bring with you to the lesson today? I brought
I
my
brought
books
my
with me to
books
the
with
lesson
me
today.
to the lesson today.
Where did you buy your clothes from? Where did you buy your clothes from? I bought my
I
clothes
bought my
from.
clothes from a department store.
Very good. Did you go to the pub last month? Did you go to the pub last month? Yes or no?
Yes,
I
I
went to
went
the pub
to the pub
last month.
last month.
Very good. Who was the last person you shook hands with? Who was the last person you shook hands with? My friend
My friend
was the last person
was the last
I shook
person
hands with.
I shook hands with.
Very good. What did I say to you at the end of the last lesson? What did I say to you at the end of the last lesson? You said
You
goodbye to
said
me
goodbye to
at the
me
end of the
at the
last
end of
lesson.
the last lesson.
Right. Did you think the last film you saw was a good one? Did you think the last film you saw was a good one? Yes or no?
Yes,
I thought the last
I
film
thought the last
I
film
saw was a good one.
I saw was the good one.
Very good. Did you think English pronunciation was difficult when you first began studying English? Did you think English pronunciation was difficult when you first began studying English? Yes or no?
Yes,
I thought
I
English
thought
pronunciation
English
was
pronunciation
difficult
was
when I first
difficult when
began
I first began
studying English.
studying
Yeah, but it's
English.
easy because you're good at it. Okay, next. Did your did your parents teach you to wash and dress when you were a child? Did your parents teach you to wash and dress when you were a child? Yes, my
Yes,
parents
my
taught
parents
me
taught
to
me
wash and dress
to wash
when
and dress
when I
when
was a child.
I was a child.
Very good. Which is quicker, a bicycle or a motorbike? Which is quicker, a bicycle or a motorbike? A
A
motorbike is quicker
motorbike is
than a
quicker than
bicycle.
a bicycle.
Bicycle. Very good. But
Bicycle.
it's the same. What's a bike? What's a bike? A bike is
A
either a
bike is
bicycle
either
or
a
a motorbike.
bicycle or a motorbike.
Very good. Okay, so that's the end of our revision. Let's have new word. Okay, very good. Repeat. Mistake.
Mistake.
Very good. Okay, listen. Mistake. The word mistake can be used as a noun. Mistake as a noun is something that is wrong. For example,
Mhm,
I made some mistakes in my last reading. Mistake can also be used as a verb. Mistake as a verb means to be wrong about something. For example,
mhm,
I mistake the word work for walk. I sometimes say
mhm,
work instead of walk. Okay, let's practice. Did you make any mistakes in your last dictation? Did you make any mistakes in your last dictation? Yes, I
Yes,
made some
I made
mistakes
some
in my
mistakes
last
in
dictation.
my last dictation.
Did you ever mistake the word walk for work when you hear it? Do you ever mistake the word walk for work when you hear it? Yes, I
Yes,
sometimes
I
mistake
sometimes
the
mistake
word walk for
the
work.
word walk and
For
work.
work,
Uh, the
one more. Yes,
mm,
I sometimes
yes, I
mistake
sometimes
the word
mistakes
walk
the word walk
for work
for work
when I hear it.
when I hear it.
Very good. Okay, next repeat. Listen.
Listen,
Hear.
hear,
News.
news,
Radio.
radio,
Radio station.
radio station,
All the time.
all the time.
Very good. Okay, listen. Listen and hear are verbs. For example, I am talking and you're listening to me. You can hear me. News, radio, and radio stations are all nouns. We can see news on TV. They give the news about 3 times on TV every day. We can sometimes hear news on the radio. An example of a TV station is CNN. It's a TV station. A
Mhm,
radio station is similar to a TV station. An
mhm,
example of radio station in Japan is NHK-FM.
mhm,
When we say all the time, it is similar to the word always. All the time, always. For example,
mhm,
I don't always listen to the same radio station. Or we can say, I don't listen to the same radio station all the time. Okay, let's
mhm.
practice. What am I doing? What am I doing? You're listening to
You're
something.
listening to something.
I am listening, but can I hear anything? I am listening, but can I hear anything? Yes, you can hear
Yes,
something.
you can hear something.
What can I hear? What can I hear? You can hear the
You can
cars
hear
in
the
the street.
cars in the street.
Greg, did you hear the news on the radio yesterday? Did you hear the news on the radio yesterday? Yes or no?
Yes,
I heard the
I
radio.
heard
I'm
the
sorry. I
radio.
heard the
I
news
heard the
on
news
the radio
on the
yesterday.
radio yesterday.
Very good. Okay, how often do they give the news on the radio each day? How often do they give the news on the radio each day? They give the news
They give
about
the news about 3 times a
on the
day
radio
on the
each
radio
day.
each day.
Very good. Do you listen to the same radio station all the time? Do you listen to the same radio station all the time? Yes or no?
No,
I don't
I
listen
don't
to the
listen
same
to
radio
the
station
same radio
all the
station all
time.
the time.
Very good. Next repeat ill.
Heal,
Oh, like say ill.
ill,
Well,
well,
a cold,
a cold,
medicine.
medicine.
Very good. Okay, listen. Well, the words well and ill are both adjectives. The word ill means bad. The opposite of ill is well. For
Mm,
example, I sometimes feel ill or sick or feel bad.
mm,
People don't feel well when they have a cold, they feel ill. Medicine is something people take to feel well. I take medicine when I feel ill. Okay, very good. Okay, let's practice. Do you ever feel ill? Do you ever feel ill? Yes, I sometimes feel ill. Okay, one more.
okay, okay, okay.
Do you ever feel ill? Do you ever feel ill? Yes. I
Yes.
sometimes
I
feel ill.
sometimes feel ill.
Do you take medicine when you feel ill? Do you take medicine when you feel ill? Yes or no?
Yes.
I take
I
medicine
take
when I
medicine
feel ill.
when I feel ill.
When was the last time you felt ill? When was the last time you felt ill? The last time I
The last
felt
time
ill
I
was,
feel well,
like past tense. The last
the
time
last time
I
I
felt
felt
ill
ill
was,
was
right,
last month.
last month. Very good. What's the opposite of ill? What's the opposite of ill? The
The
opposite
opposite
of ill
of ill
is well.
is well.
Very good. Okay, do people feel well when they have a cold? Do people feel well when they have a cold? No.
No,
People
they
don't
don't.
feel well
People don't feel well
when they have a
when they
cold.
have cold.
They feel ill.
They feel ill when
Very
they
good.
have
Next, repeat.
cold. Ah,
No, no,
sorry.
that's correct. They feel ill when they have a cold. Okay, next, repeat. Favorite.
Favorite.
Thirsty.
Thirsty.
Program.
Program.
Very good. Okay, listen. The words favorite and thirsty are adjectives, while the word program is a noun.
Mhm,
Favorite means best like. For example,
mhm,
I need to drink something. I am thirsty. My best like drink apart from water when I feel very thirsty is soda. My favorite drink apart from water when I feel very thirsty is soda. An example of a radio program is radioactive. It's a radio comedy.
mhm.
Let's practice. Are you thirsty at the moment? Are you thirsty at the moment? Yes or no?
Yes,
I'm
I'm
thirsty at
thirsty
the
at the
moment.
moment.
What's your favorite drink apart from water when you feel very thirsty? What's your favorite drink apart from water when you feel very thirsty? My favorite drink
My favorite
apart from
drink,
water
apart from
when I
water,
feel
when
very
I feel
thirsty
very
is
thirsty, is coffee.
very good. What's your favorite television program? What's your favorite television program? My favorite
My
television
favorite
program
television
is
program is a comedy.
comedy. Very good. Okay, next let's have the last part. Okay, repeat. Sell.
Sell.
Supermarket.
Supermarket.
Very good. Okay, listen. The word sell is a verb. It is the opposite of the verb to buy. Supermarket is a noun. It is a large shop that sells food and other things we use at home. For example, there's a supermarket in the center of this town. Let's practice. What's the opposite of the verb to buy? What's the opposite of the verb to buy? The
The
opposite of the
opposite
verb to
of the
buy
verb to buy
is to
is to
sell.
sell.
In what kind of shops do they generally sell umbrellas? In what kind of shops do they generally sell umbrellas? They generally sell
The,
umbrellas.
uh,
They generally
they generally
sell umbrellas
steal umbrellas.
in clothes
Sell
shops.
umbrellas in
Clothes shops.
sorry.
Okay, one more. They
Uh,
generally sell
they
umbrellas
generally sell umbrellas
in clothes shops.
in clothes shop.
Very good. Do they sell food in clothes shops? Do they sell food in clothes shops? No, they don't
No,
sell food
they don't sell
in clothes
foods
shops.
in clothes
They
shops.
sell it in
They sell it
supermarkets.
in
Is
supermarkets.
there a supermarket in the center of your town? Is there a supermarket in the center of your town? Yes or no?
Yes,
There's a
there is a
supermarket
supermarket
in the center of
in
my
the
town.
center of my town.
Very good. Okay, so now let's move on to reading.
Okay,
Very good. So our reading is at stage 2, paragraph page 126. Okay, almost at
26.
the end. And the last head
Mm,
word was wood. Okay, please start at paper, stone.
okay, paper, stone. What's this book made of? This book's made of paper.
Hmm,
What's the wall of the house behind Mr. and Mrs. Brown made of? The wall of the house behind Mr. and Mrs. Brown is made of stone. Enough. Do you speak English well? No, I don't speak English well, but I speak it well enough. Are you tall enough to touch the ceiling? No, I'm not tall. I'm not tall enough to touch the ceiling. I'm too short.
mhm.
Are you short enough to stand under the table? No, I'm not short enough to stand under the table. I'm too tall. That one. Repeat. What color is this
Pencil.
pencil? This pencil's black. What color is that one? That one's white. Which pencil's red? This pencil's red. Which one's gray? This one's gray. Which book's open? This book's open. Which one's closed? This one's closed. Badly. Can you hear well with your fingers in your ears? No, I can't hear well with my fingers in my ears. I hear badly. Do you see badly? No, I don't see badly. I see well. Does this pen write badly? No, this pen doesn't write badly. It writes well. Do you speak English badly? No, I don't speak English badly. I speak it well. Telephone, mobile phone. Call, make a call. Is there a telephone in your family home? Yes, there is a telephone in my family home. Have you got a mobile phone in your pocket? Yes, I've got a mobile phone in my pocket. How many phone calls do you make a day? I make about 2 phone calls a day.
Very good. And that's the end of stage two reading.
Ah,
Let's move to stage
okay,
three,
okay.
page 129. Okay, start with
Stage
cheaper
3.
than, more expensive than.
Cheaper than, more expensive than. Is your handkerchief more expensive than your shoes? No, my handkerchief isn't more expensive than my shoes. It's cheaper than my shoes. Is a Rolls Royce cheaper than a Ford? No, a Rolls Royce isn't cheaper than a Ford. It's more expensive than a Ford.
Very